Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening, one and all. I'm here. Hi. Won't be a very exciting live stream as we're just going to prep some canvases here. Thank you. This is a live stream video, and thanks for tuning in the live stream. Thanks for tuning in the replay. I'm going to go right on the canvas with black acrylic paint here. And this is kind of dangerous, but why not? I'm just prepping canvas for future use. And I don't know if I'll be able to paint it tonight, but we will see. We're just going to have some fun with it here. It dries pretty quick, and I'm going to spray it with a little water bottle here. That's about right. And I got a stiff old stiff brush, you know. Probably not the greatest for that, but let's try an old hey Kiara, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just trying to get some background here. I need more water. That's all. See how much that water does? You can really get some more out of it, you know? I just want it to be a very loose painting tonight, or a background. Let me raise this up so I can get. So how's everybody doing? I'm really kind of tired, but figured I would just try and go live for the heck of it. Smooth it all out. That's right. I'm so glad I'm not drawing caricatures at events. That really stressed me out towards the end of the sorry for the glare. At the end of the caricature season there. I'm sure I'll pick back up into it, but man, dealing with people and people in line waiting, it's kind of like a little anxiety. I mean, I could do it. No problem, but I prefer, you know, this kind of stuff. Where this is just like therapy. I'm going to have to go get some more paper towels here. I like the wet canvas before I paint. Oh, you paint. That's awesome, Kiara. I kind of picked up on that. Yeah. It sounded like you painted. What do you use? Acrylic paint? You must use acrylic. Yeah, this is really dry. I actually got to hit it again. And what kind of stuff do you paint, Kiara? You should share some of it. I'm sure it's pretty good stuff. Ooh, a little too much paint here. A little paint goes a long way. And it doesn't have to be, I don't know, totally covered. So I'll show you. Well, I can't show you. It's in a shipping box already. I was working on a caricature, a commission caricature, which I do not take anymore, by the way. I only did it because a relative, family member asked me to do one for a wedding gift. So it was a pet portrait. It was a dog and a hedgehog. I never drew a hedgehog before. And boy, that was tricky. And it was a black dog and a black and white hedgehog. I mean, talk about hard to color. I had no, you know, it's hard to get value with with dark, you know, colors. So I made it work. I'm just gonna leave that, let that dry. I don't know. And we'll start the next canvas. I only got 2 more canvases left here. So we're just prepping these. I taught myself how to paint during the pandemic. I taught myself on YouTube. That's awesome. I prefer to paint at my own pace. I went to wine and paint birthday party in 2017, fell in love, figured I could do this at home for half the price. Bought a bottle of wine and went to Michael's, haven't looked back. That's awesome, Kiara. Yeah, Mike. I'm at Michael's all the time. I'm gonna go there tomorrow because I'm out of canvas. Yeah, those they call them paint and sip here, whatever it is, paint and sip, whatever they call it. But yeah, sometimes I think they're just doing it for the money. You know, the host anyway. Yeah, I'm making a mess tonight, and I am freezing in here, Kiara. I am in my art studio, which is like a back porch area, and for some reason the heat is not kicked on just about yet, and see, it's warm. The thermostat's out in the living room, and I am freezing back here. It's like there's a freaking door open, and I keep looking. Maybe I left a window open or something. Nope, it's just that cold. Wow, I put way too much paint on here. That's all we need. And I'll just take it, use it over here, take it from here, use it over here. I want to do some ghost-like figures, like some really like transparent kind of stuff maybe. I don't know. That's why I'm kind of using the black background. Now I'm getting a mess. Now I'm making a mess. It's good to make a mess once in a while. Have fun with it. Go at your own pace, like Kiara says. Where was Chad tonight, Kiara? He never went live. He had a rough night last night, didn't he? He knocking over the Coca-Cola. Now you guys got to bear with me. I gotta go get some more paper towels here. And then hopefully this other canvas will be dry, and I'll get that one going. This is just to have something to do here tonight. Let me check in with you guys. Hello. Where are you, Kiara? Oh yeah, it was like $50 for an hour, and my painting came out better than most. Awesome, better than the host. Oh, she thought I took classes. It was my first time since elementary school. Well, you got some talent there, I could tell you that. Chad was at the post office earlier, shipping out the gift cards. Oh yeah, I won one of those, and I think you did too. Hope he goes live tonight. All right. I'm going to go get some paper towels. You want to come with me? Yeah, might as well bring you. I don't work for Grubhub, by the way. This is just a warm sweatshirt. I used to do Grubhub. I used to, like 3-4 years ago. I'm on live. I'm live. I just need paper towels.
And then we'll go in your bedroom.
All right, honey. Good night. I love you.
Just have to soak that for you.
Okay. We're back. We're back. There's Salt and Pepper playing out there. Or no, that's Tone Loc. Wow thing. Hello, family of Mark. Kiara says hello. They're shy. Some of them are. I got my paper towels. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Michael's, I got to go to the hardware store, and I got to go to the post office. Busy day. This, I don't think this canvas is dry yet. Kind of is. This other one might be. Whoa. Almost had an accident. All right. Here's my palette. I have no idea, Kiara. This is one of those nights where I have nothing planned, and I usually like to have a little pre-sketch. I did have a notebook somewhere around here, but my art studio is an absolute mess. If I could show you, it's an absolute mess. So we're just gonna wing it. I wanted to do something with like a long neck, but we're definitely just gonna do a portrait of some sort, a portrait, a face. Sorry, I forgot to plug in my microphone. We're winging it without the microphone tonight. I'm making a mess here. We'll leave it like that. Have this over here in case we need more. You know how it goes. Where is my notebook? I'm really pissed because I had an idea. I had a sketch in there that I really liked. My sketch. Bear with, bear with, bear with. Yeah, I got some sketches over here, but not really feeling it. Yeah, sorry to leave you hanging, everybody. Sorry. Let me catch up with you, Kiara. Hope you're having a good night. Where are you staying tonight? In a campground? Nice painting palette. I used a paper plate. Yeah, paper plates work great. I use a piece of plexiglass, and I use both sides. I've got to show you some paintings. I like to do 90s cartoon characters with psychedelic twists. That sounds awesome. That sounds really awesome. It's only me who's hanging. Yeah, I know. That's all right. I'm not here for the views anymore. I'm just showing people what I do. And I'm checking my sketchbook for any. Ooh, I do have some inspiration in here. You want to see this stuff? Okay. I think it's a little involved, a little much for painting, but this was something I had in mind. Then I got into this, and then I got into, I like this one more, but I don't know, something like this. I like this guy. I just saw it. How do you like this catch? Serving up a head on a dinner plate. I don't know what to paint. I don't know what to paint. Oh. I left the Airbnb this morning, camping at the Courtyard Marriott tonight. Oh, all right. And in the Atlanta area? I went live for the first time yesterday with another car camper. Oh, I have to check that out. It was tricky at first. Props to you, Mark. Not as easy as it looks. Well, no, it's not easy. Nice, Mark. Do you like drawing or painting better? I like painting better when it works. But I do like drawing. You need to be a good draftsman in order to be a good painter, I believe. You got to have a strong foundation of drawing. But on the other hand, I think maybe that doesn't even matter, you know? So let's get this going. We're not going to paint on this one. I'm going to change this out because this one's still wet. Let's get rid of it. All right, the heat is, I just hear the heat. Okay, this one, not by much, but we gotta let that dry. So I need a color. I want to do like a green or a bluish. I'm into blue. I'm really into blue. We're gonna do a light blue color. I gotta crack the door here. Now the heat's juking. The heat is like roasting. Sorry. Let's mix up a big old pile of paint. Let's bring it right down to it, shall we? Sorry. Great, I don't even have blue. I need... All right, we're ditching the hoodie. Now it's roasting in here. Jeez. I need my blue. Okay, there's blue. I really got deep into painting. Phthalo green and filbert brush. This is ultramarine. No, I don't know what this says. Primary blue. Here, I use dirty old brushes that have been just beat to shit. I love old, terrible painting material because I don't want to be good. I want it to be messy, sloppy, not exact, if that makes any sense. Because of my ADD, I have trouble with details, fine details. Oh, you could consider me the ADD painter, I guess. So I tend to paint in a dirty style. This is some white, obviously. Hey, Kazo, what's up, my friend? How you doing tonight, Kazo? Kiara, still hanging out in Georgia. We're both in a Georgia car camping. Oh, her name is Bria Main. Oh, she's on YouTube. I'll go check it out. I'll go subscribe. She's even done tent living out here. Oh man, let me write that down because I don't know how to like rewatch stuff. What is it? Bree. Where is it? Bria Main. I think somebody's here. Like, who's coming in the house at this hour? Bria Main. I'm writing this down. Bria on YouTube. All right. Yeah, there's somebody here. See, they're night owls, and I'm not. Like, this is late for me, guys. This is a late night for me. Damn it, I never cleaned my palette knife. It's all boogered up. Oh well. You like the view? So what kind of did you meet her through YouTube or through camping stuff, Kiara? That's really good. I'm glad you got somebody close by you there in the is she there with you in the Marriott? Yeah, I want this a little more blue. Now we're getting somewhere. And it doesn't have to be perfectly mixed, you know, as far as my taste goes. Yeah, we're just gonna mix all this blue in. All right. All right, going up. This part is still wet, if you can see. I don't even know what I'm going to paint. Like, this is the scary part. I had an idea, but the idea is in a sketchbook somewhere, not in this room. I wanted something with like a long neck. Let's just see what we can do. Wow, see how much that stands out? That's what I like. I knew this would stand out against the black. And it's still tacky. It's still like stiff. I can feel the black paint given. I don't even know what I'm doing. This could be totally changed. Like, I could totally change this at any time. But I wanted something with like a long, like kind of like a feminine type of neck, maybe. I don't know. I don't want it too wide there. All right. Key. I met her on YouTube. Not oh, is Larry here? I'm sorry, I didn't see Larry. Let's go look. Hey, Larry, what's up? If I miss anybody, I'm really sorry, guys. The camera is like way up high for me to read. I met her on YouTube. We started our channels at the same time, and she made a video looking for friends in the area. We were both from out of state and traveling around. She's able to park in a friend's driveway in Atlanta. We're about 30 minutes away from each other and usually hang out on Saturday mornings. It's nice to have a friend who gets it. We have the same story. Looking good, Mark. Thank you, Kiara. Thanks for sharing your story. Larry, you didn't miss anything. I was just prepping a canvas with black paint. Black paint. This could all change. I could scrape it all away and, be done with it too. You know how my stuff goes. Welcome to Friday night. It feels like a Saturday night, doesn't it? I don't know what I'm doing. And thinking is not allowed in painting. So I refuse to get frustrated with painting. Um, I got frustrated drawing caricatures towards the end of the caricature season, and I didn't like the way I felt. I wanted art to be free, feeling free. It should be total freedom. And I felt constrained. I didn't like the way I felt, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to do it again. I just got to overdid it. I took every, here's the thing. I took every gig, every event that came my way, guys, cuz I was just um needing some money and needing to get better as a caricature artist too. So I kind of like this one. I'm really liking this. And I've learned not to, well, post my artwork on Facebook anymore. E.T., you got it, Kozu. I'm watching the Christmas Chronicles. Yeah, we're watching the 80s marathon. That's what I love about painting. Cover up mistakes and keep on going. How was the Thanksgiving, Larry? Did Maggie have some turkey? Yeah, my drawings or paintings tend to look alien-like. I used to do a lot of skulls, and I try to do something in between, like an ancient alien skull, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. If I knew what I was doing, it wouldn't be fun. So I like the not knowing. Now, this part is still wet with the underpainting. We're gonna just try to go right over it here. Whatever. I use the color wheel a lot, guys. I know that sounds corny, but there's this thing called the color wheel, and for like complementary colors that complement each other. Like you look across the wheel and see what its complementary is, and that's what makes my painting stand out. I think because I learned that in a college course. They had us doing a lot of that, and that's an old trick that you could use. Sorry, you probably can't see the bottom here. It was cool, but I built a gingerbread house. Yes, Maggie got turkey. I saw that house. What's his name? Shared a picture of it or something? Yeah, Chad. Larry, I'm going to attempt to fix up my faucet tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I probably shouldn't. The neck is leaking in the kitchen sink, and I watched a few YouTube videos, and it looks like to me it's the O-ring that's going. See, I want this more, I want more black showing through. I don't want to put too much paint down. Yeah, now it's looking very ET-ish. It's getting too exact. I don't want it to be too exact. I want to go wider with that head. Maybe. Almost like there's an ear or something over here. I need some more blue. I want like a deeper blue. Could have a nice faucet. Yeah, I figure maybe I should. Andrea's went live last night. That was fun. Sorry, I had a connection problem. I don't know what's going on. These kids are using this Wi-Fi upstairs with their gaming, and I think it sucks everything out of my Wi-Fi. Anyway, here's a figure to work off of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. But I figure if I could just replace the O-ring, I wouldn't have to spend $300 or $400 to have a plumber come in. I can't do that shit, Larry. You know. That's why I don't like owning a house, but I do. This looks too much like E.T. You guys are right. It's pissing me off. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Let's go with some red. Faucet is an easy job. Yeah, for you, Larry. I can't. Me and tools, Larry. Not a good thing. If I could, I'm one of those guys. I can't read a tape measure, Larry. Like I can read halves and quarters, but I'll go like half, and then 3 more lines. It's just my brain does not work that way. I'm a dumbass in that area, and I know it. And I'll pay people to do that shit. But guys like you, man, I saw what you did with that van. My God, drilling holes and electrical lines, and that's awesome. I respect that. I just cover this right up. And this is how I work, guys. I do a lot of ideas and figure out what sticks, you know. I need more red. Larry, come fix my faucet. I'll pay you. See, I got the coworker who can do that stuff, but I got my real guy is very expensive, but he's worth every penny. But I don't want to call him unless I absolutely have to, you know. See, Kiara, that's the things you ain't got to worry about owning a house. Ugh. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm liking what I'm doing here. Now it's coming out better. Better, worse, I don't know. This wet on wet it's you got to be careful not to make mud. You don't want to be a mud mixer like Bob Ross says. So it's very careful. I know you can't tell, but I'm trying to be careful not to mix mud. And these colors are working pretty good. All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking this. I like the blue underneath. I like the head shape. Yeah, people always got comments to say on Facebook, so I don't post there anymore. They're like, what's wrong with Mark? Is he deeply disturbed? Does he have a screw loose? Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. So you know what? No more Facebook. Sorry. Facebook ain't ready for my art. I got news for you. All right. Let me catch up with you guys here. If anybody's chatting away. So far, Larry said basically whatever you want to do in life, just do it. Don't wait. Hey, Mark, I asked Larry for some words of wisdom and would like to know if you have any, just about life in general. Yeah, I don't know what kind of wisdom I got, but um, how's my hair? You like my shirt? I had this shirt on earlier. It's an alien drinking a Slurpee. Words of wisdom. Hey, Mark, I asked Larry. Larry basically said, whatever you want to do in life, just do it. Don't wait. That's good if you're young. And what you're doing, do that when you're young, not when you're 40 or 50. You need a home base at my age. I can only tell you what I know. And I'll get into that in a second. So far, Larry got at least 3 cars waiting for him to pimp out. Really? Larry does all that stuff? Larry, Mark, the thing reminds me of a monster from the episode of X-Files. It was like a giant tapeworm. Yeah, I think I remember that. Pardon my finger here, guys. Sorry. I'm glad I have no more shelter problems. They add up quick. I don't know what that means. Shelter as in like a homeless shelter place, or shelter as in like a house or an apartment place? At Larry, love X-Files. Larry. Yeah, I don't know why people say the big deal is the owner of the house. It's a pain in the ass. Personally, I think it's cheaper to rent. It is. Not in my. I'm collecting rent too from the kiddo, so it helps offset because I got rid of a tenant. It's a duplex, so that's how I do it. Half the mortgage is taken care of, and I got to do all the upkeep, and that's fine with me. But no more tenant, no more landlording ever again. When the kiddo decides to move on, that's becoming the art studio upstairs. I won't rent to anybody ever again. Well, happened to be a mud mixer. Yep. Larry, I don't know. Living in a car is like life, is a life goal for me now. No, I think you got a home base, right, Larry? I think you got a place and you do traveling, right? You travel. You do some cool travels, actually. Larry, they are not upfront with upkeep costs and maintaining a home while it's being paid off. Oh, I'll be dead upfront with you about. What do you want to know, Kiara? What advice did you want? I can tell you this. I can only tell you what I know. I lived home. I rented. Moved back in with mom and dad, which I probably shouldn't have did. In my 20s, late 20s, and then saved up for a house, and then bought this house. It's a duplex, 2 family. That's how I could do it. I had a tenant for no, for 12 years. I had a tenant, and in that time, the kids grew old enough where they could be out on their own, and the tenant thing wasn't working out, and I got rid of them, and was glad to do so. So now the kiddo is upstairs, and he's doing great. So yeah, there's a lot of upkeep with a house, a lot of upkeep with an old house like this. But I don't know, Kiara. You got to figure it out yourself. you can only do what you got to do. You know. I don't have all the answers. I'm sorry. This is what I'm working with. I got to let it sit. So we're gonna stop right there for tonight. I like it. I like it. Well, give me some work on tomorrow. I see a face. I see an eye there, and like a mouth there. Here's all my paintings down here. I really love this one and this one. This one, I may even paint over that. I mean, how many skulls can you do, you know? Um, oh, there's a link in the description if anybody ever wants a painting. And yeah, the link is in the description. If anybody ever wants a painting, I'll somehow ship it out to you. Shipping a painting is very tricky. The painting's this size, so it takes some time. I gotta have my buddy custom build a case for him, and we'll do that. Mark, we got a big storm coming up on Sunday. Oh, and Larry, don't tell me that. Snow or rain? Smokey is here. Smokey, you like Jim Cornette, Smokey? Jim Cornette down there is Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Is that Jim Cornette country? What's up, everybody? Mark, your chat gets cut off, Smokey. I can't read it all. I don't know why it does that. Kiara, thanks for sharing, Mark. Oh, Kiara, I could go into it more. What advice? You didn't ask me specific advice. This is free advice tonight. What it's all about you. Whatever you want to know, I could help you. Thanks for sharing, Mark. Like getting advice from people who have lived the floating space rock longer than me. Interesting you said that about the floating space rock. You ever? All right, it's rain. Good, Larry. You ever think about that, Kiara? All I can say, yes. You got one go at this life, and we have won the lottery 1,000 times over just by being born. The odds of being born in this universe are crazy, insane when you think about it. Like this point in time, we're here walking this planet, this rock. Just to think about that, it's just crazy. And it's actually very alone feeling when you look on how the universe is. Like it's pretty scary if this is it. If there's no other worlds out there. And I paint these figures, maybe they look like they're from another world. You know, I really do. Um, but Kiara, as far as you know, advice, general life advice, you need a skill that somebody's gonna want. You can do this gig work for so long, and because I did Grubhub, I did DoorDash, I did mom and pop pizza shops, and it helps you get through 20s and 30s. But you need a skill. You got skills. Um, you need a certification of some sort, whether it's, a CDL, a commercial driver's license, a little healthcare, first aid, and CPR. You could work for the Red Cross like that. For me, I kind of dibbled and dabbled here and there and figured out I got a CDL, but I liked heavy equipment, stuff like that, trucks. Kind of got into that with what I was working in. And then I kind of fell into utility locating underground utilities and got certified on how to use transmitters and receivers and metal detectors. And let me tell you, there's no shortage of work because anytime somebody puts a shovel in the ground, this guy's got to show up, and there's a guy who's going to show up in your neighborhood. There's a fleet of people protecting the invisible, and that's what's underground. There are probably 6 lines coming to every house: water, sewer, power, gas, electric, cable TV, telephone, fiber, underground sprinkler systems, everything, guys. And we got to go mark that. So I became certified where I can locate pretty much anything, and I'm burned out. I'll tell you, it's taking its toll on me in the wintertime. I love locating in the spring, summer, and fall. Give me all the work you want, but Now we're coming into the winter season and it's tough. It's tough. Climbing through snowbanks, digging up fire hydrants. Pizza tonight, Nick. Yes, let's do some pizza. Domino's pizza for the win. Extra cheese, extra pepperoni, onion, maybe pineapple. The reason I say, well, no, there's a mom and pop shop still open late around here. The reason I like Domino's, they're fast, they're cheap, and it's hot. Just like my women. You hear me, Kiara? Fast, cheap, and hot. Oh man, I dated some crazy women way back, man. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a story. If anybody wants to hear the crazy, one of my crazy women dating stories, type it in the comments. Say, tell us, Mark, tell us. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Um, but Kiara, if you're still here, um, fast, cheap, and hot. I love like my women like Domino's pizza. Fast, cheap, and hot. So get certified at something, Kiara. I want to see you get out of that van life eventually. I think you're young. I think you're in your mid 20s. And how old's everybody? Type that in the comments. How old is everybody? Um, so Kiara, if I was you, I could see you. You're good with people. You could do like healthcare. Like if you even got first aid, CPR, or if you go to the Red Cross, you can be a phlebotomist. They'll train you to draw blood from people. I only know this because my stepson did that for a little while. So my advice to young people is to get certified. Trade schools are awesome. Even a 2 year degree is awesome. That's what I have. But even these community colleges offer certificate programs. Even if you went and took a surveying course or culinary, I love culinary. I almost went that route. But that's my advice, Kiara. I want to see you save for a home base, even just to rent. Don't own. I don't know. Owning, I own a house. I'm kind of I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a love hate relationship. Owning a home is love hate, but there is something to be said when I walk out in my own grass and take a piss in the yard. That's living. That's living. You can't do that in an apartment complex, all right? And I got nobody who can really see into the yard, because I got people in the bed. We got the kids, or you hogging up the bathroom. Sometimes you got to go. So I like the house. It's like a compound for my big family. So, Kira, I worked in the medical billing. Oh, for 5 years plus. Coding, medical coding. Oh my God, medical billing. Yeah, you might hate it by now, though, huh? Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the tripod here. 5 plus years. I know it like the back of my hand. You could always go back to it. It was draining me. Okay. Always the bearer of bad news. Now I bring you joy and pizza. You got, you got it. You got it, Kiara. I want my pizza. Are you here? Are you? Come on, bring your pizza. I want my pizza up here to Albany, New York. Come on. It is nice. Larry says it is nice. Pissing in your own yard. Goals. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. So nobody wanted to hear the crazy girl story. Do you want to hear that? If you do, I'll tell it. But I have an even crazier ring doorbell story that happened at 2 a.m. Last night. 2 a.m. I'm out there dealing with something out there. Key, I've done that for quite a few times. Jump out of the Uber and pop a squat on the front lawn. Oh yeah, you're doing the Uber, but make sure these Ring doorbell cameras, Kiara. You might not be able to see those Ring doorbell cameras. They can see far. Trust me, I know. I got one. Smokey, Smokey. I got something to show you. If you're here, Smokey, I'm going to show you something really cool. You won't believe it, and I guarantee you ain't got this, Smokey. Oh, Larry's 57. Kiara's 27. Oh, wow, you're young. Mark has told that joke a time or two. Which joke? Oh, Oh, story time. Oh yeah, Kiara. I'll tell you that girlfriend story way back. I mean, way back. Fast and cheap. I don't think Smoky Mountain's here. I was gonna show him something. It's Nick R. is 33. All right. Do you drink? I never had a drink in my entire life. I may have had a sip of beer from my father. I'm the only Irish one in my family who doesn't drink. I will drink if I get this new job. I will have it. I will order a drink and take a sip. If I get this new job, in case any of you know, I applied for a new job within my company. It's an awesome, awesome job. If you want me to describe the job, I will. But if I get it, I will have a drink and I will go live from the strip club. No, from the local bar down the street. Oh no, not a customer's house. Okay, that's ballsy. When I used to order an Uber for myself, and after my clubbing days, oh, whoa, Mark, a sober Irish man is a rarity. First one I've met. Yeah, love going to an Irish pub. Let's go. Come on, I'm ready. Kiara, I had to close the door, so just in case they're listening. I was dating this girl, not date, just whenever we saw each other, we saw each other. So we went to the bar up the hill. And she was a late night person, and I wasn't. And she was like, she got a lot of looks when she went out for some reason. Like, I'm like, why are you with me? I ain't all that. I'm like, I'm just a guy who keeps to myself. I like to draw and paint, and I'm quiet. But these outgoing girls are like attracted to me. I don't know. Go figure. This chubby bald guy. So anyway, that being said, Cartoon Mark live from Satin Dolls. Thank you for the rose. What position? I will get into that, Nick. Let me just finish this story quick about the crazy girlfriend story. So I dated this girl. We're at the bar. My friends were there. People from the firehouse. I was a volunteer fireman. So we all would hang out, all the firemen, we would hang out at this bar. So she's dancing, dancing. I'm like, look, I'm leaving. Now it's midnight. Now it's 1 a.m. and now it's 2 a.m. I'm like, this bus is leaving. You can walk home, but I'm leaving. So she goes and comes with me, falls and hits her head on the front concrete steps and is now bleeding out of her ear. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened to you, Jen? Are you okay? Oh my God. I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's go. So we drive down the highway. I bring her home to her mom's house because she was still living home for whatever. She was in her 30s at the time. So was I. And then I pull in front of her house and she won't get out. She won't get out of the car. I ain't getting out. No, you're taking me to your place. I'm like, no, you're getting out of the car. You're out of control. You're drinking like crazy. You got to go. Kiara, you like these stories, don't you? So I finally get her out of the car. A popcorn show. Yup, enjoy the popcorn show. So I finally get her out of the car. I get her into her house, and I get in my car, drive home, and come home here to this house. Then my phone rings with some weird number from the city where I just dropped her off. And it's her mom. She goes, Mark? She goes, Cartoon Mark? You bring my daughter home after you pushed her out of a moving car and she's bleeding from the ear? I'm like, what? Pushed her out of a moving car? She wanted a happy ending. You damn right she did. I didn't give it to her. Hell no. She told her mom I pushed her out of a car. That's why she was bleeding. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, I'll get into the job. Alcohol is bad juju, Larry. You're right, Larry. So the job I applied for, I currently work for a local city. Oh wow, that story's flipped. I thought you'd like that, Kiara. Um, I don't want to get into too much at the job because I don't have it yet, but I think I can. It was a public job posting, so I currently work for a city, and I locate all the underground utilities. Oh, Mark, Smokey, I got to show you something. You're back. How are you, Mark? Stone Cold Steve Austin said, "How are you doing, bro? Bro, I got something for you, Smokey. I'm gonna get into that, Nick. Hang on, Nick. Smokey, don't go far. This is for you. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay, Smokey. This is a little bit dusty, but can you see? Are you watching? Are you watching? Smokey, you ain't got this, brother. This is a record album. Oh yeah. Check it out. What is this? The wrestling album from, let's see who we got on here. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Mean Gene Okerlund. I don't even know. Look at, they got Junkyard Dog in here. Oh, this thing is cool. Mark, I am still here. Well, let's open this up, guys. I don't know where the heck I got this from. Here we go. Rowdy Roddy Piper. We got Nikolai Volkov, Captain Lou Albano. Who's that? Jimmy Hart up there playing the drums or the megaphone? So that was for you, Smokey. You want a date on it? I don't know. I'm going to say 84, 85, 86. 85. 1985. Anyway, that's that. Smokey, I hope you appreciate it. That was for you, brother. I've been holding on to that for the next time you popped in here. So, the new job. I currently work for a local city for the past 20 years, locating utilities. I've actually worked for the city for 24 and a half years. Those 4.5 years, I was part-time at the city dump. That's how I started. You don't get much lower than that. Classic, Mark. Thank you, Kiara. JYD. Love that guy. Hey, yo, Mark. Because Stone Cold said so, Smokey. So I work. Nick, are you still here? I'm going to get into that job, Nick. So I currently have worked for the city locating utilities for 20 years, and I have reached my boiling point of the hamster wheel of utility locating. And if those of you who don't know, this channel originally started as a utility locating information channel. And I have since deleted all those videos except for one where I interview me and my buddy James about utility locating. Off the clock, and just interviewing my buddy James. So go check that out. I do have a utility locating playlist. Anyway, the new job. And these jobs don't get posted very often. That's why I signed it, and I need a change. So the job title is Water Systems Pump Monitor. Water Systems Pump Monitor. Basically, I would be like a dispatcher or a night watchman. This is shift work. The shift is 3 to 11, and it has shift differential pay. I'm very interested in the 3 to 11 shift, and there is a lot of overtime. It's a 24/7 manned position. There's about 5 employees who handle it, and I really like being a part of a team. We respond to water main breaks, and we call in the water crews to come fix the water main breaks. You have to know what a water main break looks like. I know what one looks like because I show up on every emergency there is during normal business hours to mark out the sewer, water, and electric lines before they can dig. So this is a 3 to 11, and I like it because from 4:30 on, everybody goes home, and I'll be working by myself. And I already work by myself in a truck locating utilities 8 hours a day. So I work great by myself. I'm responsible. I'm bringing a lot of skills and a lot of value. He really liked that I could locate utilities. He really liked that I do have a CDL. So I can move a vehicle or drive a vehicle or haul material during a water main break. So the shift differential is great. The tax guy takes a lot of it. Yes. But your check will be nicer for sure. Just don't work too hard. No, I won't. And where I am now, Kiara, is not the greatest. And I don't want to get into that, but let's just say it's not great, and I can't get into that right now. Nick R. I pray that you get it. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Can you repost some of your old utility videos? I miss those. That's how I started watching. Oh, okay. Okay, Smokey. Nick. um, I thought about doing more videos on utility locating. Do you locate, Nick, or are you looking for a job? I'd love to hear it. Or are you a current locator, or did you locate? Anybody wants to know anything about utility locating? This guy can answer it to you. There ain't no slick videos. This ain't no Planet Underground, although you should go to Planet Underground TV on YouTube and watch all their videos. But they use drones. They got all kinds of slick training videos, which is good. But you need to hear from a real guy who's in the streets locating, who tells you that how it really is. Like when you take a day off, you're gonna have fucking 10 times work waiting for you, and that whoever was filling in for you did all the easy, all clear locates and didn't do the real tough ones. You know, they're not going to tell you on other YouTube channels what to do if your transmitter and receiver don't seem to be working. Cartoon Mark knows what to do. Cartoon Mark knows what to tell you. Cartoon Mark will tell you how to deal with people. Cartoon Mark will tell you how to save your ass when you have a damage. Cartoon Mark will tell you what to tell an excavator who says they hit your line that you didn't mark. You want to know what to say, Nick? I got a few words. All you say, Nick, did you spot the utility before you dug? And then zip your mouth shut and watch them stutter and stammer. No, you didn't. You didn't spot the utility. Any excavator needs to spot a utility before you dig. And if he says yes, and he says I didn't see the utility where you marked it, and then that deserves by Code Rule 753 of the New York Dig Safely Law Book, that constitutes a phone call back to the locator to say, we're trying to spot your utility. Please respond. We can't find your utility where your marks were. Cartoon Mark has you covered. Cartoon Mark knows almost everything about utility locating, underground utilities, 10-foot separation now, all new construction, utilities away from each other, common trench, patches in the road. I can look at a patch in the road. I'll tell you if it's a water main, sewer main, electric, gas repair, whatever. Sorry. Don't mean to toot my own horn, but that's the utility locating rant. But I don't want to talk about work. Let's look at the painting. It seems to be dry, but I'm going to leave it for now. Larry, Mark, I hope you get the new job, but I'm headed to bed, y'all. Good night. All right, Larry. Yeah, go to bed, brother. Have a good night's sleep. I'm going to head to bed too. I just took a melatonin gummy. Smokey, I did Diva's voice impressions. Oh, I want to hear that. I did Lafayette. Lafayette, Caffeine Time, and the Kansas Elvis. Extreme Smoky Mountain Wrestling. What happened? Was in the cafe, and my mom was so mad at me 3 days. Smokey, how old are you? I want to know. How old are you, Smokey? I got a feeling you're a young guy. Or not. Maybe not. I don't know. Good night, Larry. Nick, I used to, for 3 years, then went into water utility for 5 years. Okay, Nick. What do you do with the water? Just locate water? That's mainly what I locate is water and sewer and some city electric. So this job would be, I'd be going from the highway department to the water department. So that's a big shift for me. Interesting to hear, Nick. If you need any help on anything, Nick, with anything, let me know. I could pretty much, you sound like you're with it. So, but if I could help you with anything, you just let me know. If doing a funny voice impression, replicas, press. I want to hear you do Macho Man Randy Savage, Smokey. Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm going to get ready for bed, guys. I'm going to hit this painting in the morning. I really like it. I just don't know where I want to go with the face. So I'm looking at it now. I could go two different ways. Might just leave it as is and call it abstract art. Price $1 million. Kiara, Smokey, Nick, Larry, Kuzo, anybody else I forgot. I don't know where Chad is tonight. Maybe he's live right now. I don't know. But we did a lot today. We prepped some canvases. We did a painting. We talked about jobs. We talked about life. And yeah, that's about it. Tune in. Nick R., I appreciate it. I am currently out of that field of work. Good for you, Nick. What field are you in? Love to hear it. And why did you get out of it? I'd love to hear that. Interesting. I thought about doing a little consulting for utility locators who are having problems in the field, who are having problems with supervisors, who are having problems with high ticket counts. You know, thanks for sharing with us, Mark. All right, Kiara, you shared a lot too. You know, I got a way to invite you. I can have you in here if you ever want it. Like we could do a. I almost said two-way. I don't know what I'm saying. I did that with Chad. We had a split thing. They got a new feature on YouTube. It's called Go Live Together. That's what I'm trying to say. Nick R., water utility work was super hard and I had to repair the main breaks. All right, so you were a laborer, you were the ground man, you were probing for the water main while the backhoe operator was digging, and you had to spot gas mains, I'm sure, and you had to put your clamps on there, or if it was a shear, you had to replace a whole section of pipe. I get it. And too bad you couldn't maybe get your CDL. Maybe you have a CDL. Maybe you could have been an operator, a backhoe operator. I was just wondering. And I'm wondering what field you went into next. But yeah, get out of that water. Get out of that hole. You can die in them holes, man. We had a guy die. Not from my city, but a private contractor, trench collapse. And yeah, it ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. Let me ask you, Nick, did you guys have your trench boxes? You don't have to answer. Kiara, that was really cool. I'd love to. All right. Yeah, co-live like you did with Chad. All right. I don't know how to do that from here, though. I'd have to send you a link ahead of time. We'll do that maybe tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. And I'll dish out some of my wisdom. You know, I've dealt with every type of pushy supervisor, boss there is. And I can tell you how to deal with bosses. But the ones that are hardest to deal with are the ones who are in the middle, who have a little power. Hey, Mark. Hey, Smokey. The ones who are kind of in the middle, who have some power and they can defame your character by lying and by twisting and turning things, make them seem what they are not. And that's what you got to be. That's very dangerous. And sometimes in government, local and state government, that goes on. That's all I'm going to say there. Kiara, there was a guy in my county that died the same way. The trench dropped under his feet. Ooh. After a tree fell. Oh, he was county parks and recreation department guy. Yeah, that sucks, Kiara. You never know. You never know. You always got to use your trench boxes. Hey, do I know it all? No, but I know a little bit. I know one thing. Mom and Dad, Snowbird, are in Florida now. Mom and Dad, Snowbird, are in Florida, and I'm happy for them. I am over 20. 20 mark. Oh, you're 20. You're over the 20 mark. All right. I thought you were young. Yeah, because you were into some of the wrestlers, the newer wrestlers, which I don't know all those newer wrestlers. Oh, hey, I feel the madness, bro. You got to do some Ultimate Warrior, Smokey. Do some Ultimate Warrior talk. Kiara, my ex. You know what? You said something about your ex, and I forgot to read that. My ex was in the military, but I was more scared of him working those jobs than the military. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Anybody single out there? Anybody attached out there? I'm attached. Happily. All those single ladies out there. Any single ladies out there? Any single ladies in the house? What do you look for in a guy? The reason I ask is somebody, an older family member, was gonna date a guy who was like with somebody, or no, she was gonna date a guy her age in the 60s when the guy had a 6-year-old kid. That was weird. Oh, Kiara, you're attached. Awesome. I like that. Yeah, I'm attached. I've been with her 10 years. Yeah. We actually went to grade school together, but lost contact and then reconnected later on. It's pretty cool. Nick R. I worked for USIC. Oh my God. Then the city water. Now I'm in construction. All right. Good, Nick. Good. I was just wondering. That sounds like a good move. And you know what? At least you did USIC. And I know how about the numbers. They want to push those numbers. And good for you, man. You did that. And I wish that water job worked out for you. But if you're not part of the old boys club in the water department or city workers, if you're on the outside, yeah, that's what I see. Like, but some of the laborers don't last. You know, it's tough. I couldn't do it. I mean, I did it when I was younger. I worked at the landfill at the city dump, throwing garbage around, pulling tires out of garbage heaps. You know, I flagged garbage trucks into the landfill area, eating dust. You know, I don't know who's walking around here. Maybe we got somebody here. Hello, hello. Who that? Who that? Calvin? Sorry. Thought it was my other stepson. Somebody's walking around up there. Oh, I think it's that ghost. They come out at night. The mesh power. Mark. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. I'm not attached. Oh, I thought you said you're attached. Single as a dollar bill. Good for you, Kiara. I was gonna see how would that work when you live in a car, you know. But yeah, I thought you were single. What to look for in a guy? Ambition, hardworking, funny. Yeah, that's hard to find. Guys with ambition. Guy, you know, you see some people and you wonder like, how the heck did they? Handyman, feel free to apply. Hey, handyman, there you go. You haven't. Kiara be a nice girl for a handyman to meet up. You know, they can fix your plumbing. Hey, this is a family show, guys. All right. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get to bed, but I'm not gonna bring you into the bed like Chad does, sleeping and eating. I love giving him little shots. Well, man, he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a big YouTuber. Booker T, 5-time EWE champion. Booker T. I saw the documentary on Booker T. Nice guy. Kiara's laughing. I made her laugh. Nick's laughing. Chad's a trip, isn't he? Stay longer. Stay on here longer? Is that what you're saying, Nick? I don't know. What's there to talk about? What are you guys doing? Do you eat turkey? I did yesterday. Oh, no, I had ham yesterday. Yeah, hang out with us. Oh, all right, I'll hang out. I'll go get some food. I'll eat in front of you. I'll be like Chad. I don't want people watching me eat. I'm a fat ass. I don't want. I did eat some pizza one day out in the yard. Yeah, it's weird. Just jumping up to 4 to 8 people in here, guys. Everybody hit that like button. Hit the like. It's free. All right. Cartoon Mark is here to give you advice. Anybody has any problems they'd like to ask, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. Kiara, what's your problem right now? What are you dealing with? What do you want me to help you with? Yes, let's do snack time together. I remember that. Yeah, me eating the pizza. Nick always pops in once in a while. I like that, Nick. You're good. I forget where you are, Nick. Texas, I think. Um, anybody got any problems? Any work problems? Everybody's on vacation. This is a lazy week for everybody. Yes, I eat turkey, but I prefer ham. But I went and bought sliced turkey today because where we went for Thanksgiving, they gave us a whole tray like this big, a big tin of dressing, stuffing, all homemade with celery, everything in it. So, boys, Mark. Oh, you got boy problems? Dating. What do you want to know? You're overthinking it too much, but don't settle. Don't settle. Them boys, they'll tell you anything. They'll tell you what you want to hear. Cartoon Mark don't lie. You can ask her. I don't claim to be something I'm not. You know, uh, what you see is what you get. I just try to, I helped raise her kids, and I consider them my own. And being a stepdad, I learned a lot. I really did. I wouldn't trade it again. But sometimes, life's like this. Nick, what are you saying? The only thing I miss is a company truck. But man, could I never go more than 50. Oh, the USIC. Yeah, they had the governor on them things, huh? The speed GPS. Oh, yeah, they got the GPS on our trucks now, too, Nick. I am the game. Time to play the game, Smokey. Triple H. By that, I am good, Mark. Nick, you couldn't hit the brakes or you'd be written up. I heard about that. Nick. What did my guy tell me? Idling time. He had to turn his car off because he got written up for long idle time. I'm like, you bring that motherfucking boss from USIC out. No, it was a Verizon boss. Like, bring that motherfucker out here and you have him sitting in a cold van, cold work truck. I said, one of these jobs could take us an hour or it could take us 5 minutes. It just so happened the one we're on was a long road job. You got to mark services to every house, plus the main and all the crossings. You want to write these people up for idling? Go fuck yourself. I would quit so fucking fast. Hell fucking yeah. This is where we give you all good advice here on the Cartoon Mark channel. You want to know something? I'll tell you what I know. But Kiara's having trouble with boys, man. You want to know? You're one of the most honest people I've seen on YouTube. There's some honest people out here, but I mean, some of these big subscriber YouTubers, the girl's Dana, Danny something, she's living in her parents' house. She slipped up and showed the parents. She's like, my mom's visiting. No, your mom wasn't visiting. You're living in your parents' house. Which, hey, do what you got to do. But you don't know the whole story when you see these YouTubers, guys. Is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, Cartoon Mark shows you all. Kiara shows you all. Chad shows you all. Follow Keith's tracks. I was talking to a guy. That wants to end my nomad life. Who was an inspirational nomad, was it? Where the hell's he? He's probably sleeping right now. He's probably doing laundry after 9 p.m. No, I love Sam. He's great. He's good to me, so I got no complaints. He wants me to end my nomad life and make me a stay-at-home mom. That's a guy who wants to control you, Kiara. That's a guy who wants control. I'm not thrilled about it, but I do want a family before I get too old. Yeah, I know you do, Kiara. It's a motherly nature thing. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Maybe he is not controlling, but it sounds a little bit like a little suspect of that. Um, it's tough, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's tough to find them. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect relationship. Here's the deal. Beep beep. They always beep when they go by here in the back, because there's a store over there that. Never mind. Sorry, my ADD. Um, here's what I figured out, Kiara. What are you willing to put up with? Everybody's crazy out there. How much are you willing to put up with? And I gotta. She puts up with me. I put up with her, and we got a good thing going, where we know where we stand. We're sarcastic to each other. I can only tell you what I know. Is there somebody better out there? Maybe, maybe not. Well, because we got single friends. We're like, oh my god, could you imagine if we were out there in the dating world? Oh my god, like I wouldn't have patience for no fucking girl. I'd be like, look at this, is how it is, honey. You want you want to do this, go here, do that. This is how I operate. I'm stuck in my ways. Like it, take me or leave me. That's me. It's sad to say, but yeah. So, but you got to find a common ground, Kiara. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm coming across as that. You tell him, Mark. You tell him, Mark. Nick, yeah, like cold in the 110 heat. Smoky, hey man, Chris Tucker, man, Mark, doing with Chris Tucker. You gonna do Chris Tucker impersonation, Smoky? Kiara, nope, it wasn't Sam. Okay, it wasn't Sam. Thanks for keeping it real, Mark. I'm trying. I'm trying, Kiara. Facts. Smoky, this is Bernie Mac sliding in, saying hi, Mark, from the venue, Madison Square Garden. Kiara, the dating scene is pretty crap at 27. I couldn't imagine growing up now trying to date with these fucking phones. Give me a flip phone. I'm sorry, I'm old school. Give me a fucking flip phone. There's too much information that's too instantly available. I know it's just, I sound like the old guy in the room, but it's just so available. I couldn't imagine growing up with this stuff. I'm kind of half in, half out. I'm a Gen Xer. I was born in 75. You know, I'm a child of the 80s. So I've seen it all come up. And God, I loved going to the roller skating rink, going to the school dances, going to the basketball games, meeting the girls, meeting the cheerleaders. I was on the basketball team. You know, you take her out, you ask her out, is she going to say yes or no? Now it's just a fucking swipe. What the fuck is this shit? You go on an app and you ain't going to know anybody by going on some fucking app. Take a girl out. Go meet her father, you know? I'm 47. 47, Nick. So I'm 20 years older than I was 20 years old when you were born, Kiara. I don't want to do this for 10 more years. You know what, Kiara? You're going to be fine. Somebody just told me you're going to be fine. You're going to figure it out. Cartoon Mark just got the intuition. You'll be good. Never change who you are. Take your time. Nick's got good advice. Smokey, Mark, I can make West voice impressions and WC Fields too. WC Fields. Oh, we're getting crazy now, Smokey. I'm 47, Nick. Kiara, yeah. Guys want to fly out or fly you out all over the country. I'm nervous about meeting strangers. Kiara, don't do that. Don't fly. If someone's putting you on a plane, don't do it. Kiara, stay single. I don't want to see something happen to you. You're vulnerable, kind of living that lifestyle you're living. So, but you're smart. You're smart. But you're gonna meet somebody. You're gonna get involved in like somebody from one of your hobbies that I don't know if it's YouTube or Ubering or whatever, someone in your community, you know, it usually comes from someone very close and like a friend of a friend or a relative or something. It usually happened like me. It was my grade school classmate. Like what? And crazy how it happened. I went to a Memorial Day parade and she's there. She says, "Hey, Marky B." I said, "Hey, Karina." I'm like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you since grade school." And it was love ever since. I don't know. Maybe I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm lucky she puts up with me. I'm a pain in the ass to deal with. Kiara, I haven't gone through with it. My spidey senses went up. Well, when your spidey senses go up, Kiara, pay attention. You seen the Tinder swindler? No, I don't even know what this shit is. Tinder. Who comes up with these fucking names for this shit? Tinder. I think a wood burning Tinder wood. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't. I don't do all that shit. How long you been together? We've been together 10 years, and I raised their kids since they were 10, 10 and 11. Now they're 19 and 20. And I actually, one kiddo interviewed me on here. If you scroll back in my videos, where Calvin interviewed me, go to Calvin Jude on YouTube. That's his channel. Nick, or have you been married? You want me to answer that question? I have never been married, and I don't want to say I'll never get married, but she says, yeah, that ship has sailed. We ain't getting married. I just don't think you need a piece of paper to find love. And I've seen too many of my coworkers. Let's do a little painting. Seen too many of my coworkers get their pensions taken away. Yeah, that's a real thing, man. Not that that's what I would be scared of, but you know, I'm just farting around here a little more. I don't know. I don't want to do too much here. I see. I see you, Kiara. Hang on. Just, I want to use up my paint. I don't want my paint to go go too bad here. Go to waste, you know. Okay, I know where I'm going to put the eyes. Okay, what do we say? Kiara. So no, I haven't been married. I like that logo, Nick. Kiara. Tinder swindler was a guy who would catfish women on the app by living a jet setter life. Oh, one of those. Then he would swindle the girl and spend their money to hook the next girl. Crazy. You're, hey man, it's Chris Tucker. Hey man, Nick, are you in Georgia? That bulldog looks familiar. Nick says, yeah. Nick, are you married? I'm gonna use some black. I need some black. I'm gonna try to do these eyes. Kiara, were you ever married? And what was your last relationship like? Nick, I knew it. I'm here too. See, there you go, Kiara. You just met somebody. See, we do it all here. We help people meet new friends. See that? Cartoon Mark channel, anything's possible. I like what's going on over here. That's going to be some kind of a eye socket. And so is this. Nick, not in Atlanta, but I am a fan. Oh, all right. I'm getting kind of hungry, guys. It should be snack time. She'll freak if I order a pizza. She just went to bed, but if she comes out and she sees me with a pizza, oh, I get yelled at. Yep, yep. Kind of making a little bit of mud here, but I think it's acceptable. You guys kind of see where I'm going with this? You know, this is a little reflection, sheen over here. I like things that are not really exact. I'm just trying to carve out like something. Kiara, never married. My last relationship ended in 2019. We were together for 5 years. Oh, wow. It's sad because I feel like I'm looking for his traits in other guys and no luck so far. Well, that's a common thing. That's a common thing to look for those traits. And it's common to even look for a type of person that person used to look like. I was guilty of that. This may need very little right here. We may have a finished painting here. I don't know. I'm not totally satisfied with these eyes yet. I want to give some shadow underneath here. Yep, I've done that too, Mark. Yep. Yeah, it happens. Hello, Mark. From Total Reviving, I can do voice impression and Donald Trump voice impression. um, yeah, I won't go there. I can get into that, but I got a funny story about that. But I won't do it. What do you guys think? This eye? Can you guys see this face? You, Smokey, you're pushing it, Smokey. I don't know why this guy's looking sad, but he is. I wanted to make somebody with their mouth open, but I kind of, I don't know. Well, whatever. I can see ET for sure. No, don't say that. I don't want it to look like a ET. Ugh. That's what I tried to erase the ET from before. But that's all right. I'll take it as a compliment. I don't know. I'm having trouble. I don't know. This one might be a disaster. I just totally screwed something up. This is crazy looking. Not liking it. Not liking it. We're going to go over it with some yellow. It's giving turtle. Oh, man. When I'm not sure what to do, you just do that. Ooh, we got something. I think we got something. See that? It worked. It worked. Kind of. I gotta get to bed. I got a busy day in the morning. I want the light to come from this way, so keep all the light over here, you know. Sometimes that's how they come together, right at the end, like this. See, it just takes one good swipe, and you'll get it. Cool. What do you guys think? It's a little muddy here. Where's my black? Just want to carve out a little more here. That's what I like. I kind of like, I'm going to make the eyes a little bigger. And I just got paint all over. I'll catch up with your comments in a second, guys. I'm just into this for a minute. I want to get it before I forget it, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Something like that. And some shadow under the head. There we go. I really like this. Interesting. All right, guys. We'll catch up with you here. Sorry, I'm just doing a little cleanup, so don't make more of a mess. Hang on, stand by. Stand by. What do we think? What do we think? I'd love your opinions. Hit the thumbs up. Here we are. Who's hungry? I can't. Making fun of my thing like Big Bird. I can't unsee Big Bird. All right, let me check. Where did we leave off? Snake. It looks like a chimp. Curious George. Elmo. Now Big Bird. I was just going to say, I can't unsee Big Bird. Wow, that's the title, Big Bird. Guys, I really like this. You got to see it from a distance. Yeah. This is really good, actually. And you got to see it without the reflection, you know. That is creepy. I like things that are not exact. So that's that one. I'll show you my latest one. Is I really like this one. I really like the blue in this one. But I really like that new one. And here's the other one I did. Kind of a creepy looking one, but guys, thanks. I had fun. This went better than I thought. I didn't think I was going to be able to. I didn't think this painting was going to come out any good. Scary one, Angry Elmo. The letter of the day is M from Mark. Well, the letter of the day is K for Kiara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, I feel like a big release. Like painting is like a release for me. That's all it is. Is I just have to get it out of me. It's like not demons. Like somebody said, "Oh my God, he's got demons. What's wrong with that guy?" But it's just like a release of like throwing paint around and seeing what can happen. I like this one. I really like this one. The more I'm looking at it, I like the red, the yellow, and the blue underneath. It's layers upon layers. I may do. I may do a little more to the background, but not that you're gonna notice it. But since I got it going here, it's a great feeling. Yeah. You just gotta hit where it was. I didn't get it. I mean, you might not be able to see it, but I can. But I do want to do some like lighting from down here later on once everything's dry. I probably won't do it tonight. All right. Just see where like the canvas is kind of like white specks coming through. I'm just hitting them right now. What are you guys talking about? Put your signature on the painting. Oh, I'll sign these. I always sign them on the back. Great feeling. Yes, it is a great feeling, Nick. Thank you. It's just something that I do to get a release out of, you know? It's I can't explain it. Like there's no rules. Like I said, there's no thinking involved. And when you try to overthink things, it's like when it's like work. And I just don't want painting. I don't want art to be work like caricatures are. I almost like despise caricature lately. Oh my God, why am I saying that? I just need a break from caricature. But painting in this, what I call like a dirty style, I don't know if I invented it or what, but people call it like a dirty style. I love it, the freedom that there's no rules. And it doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be a thing. It doesn't have to be a portrait. It doesn't have to be a boy. It doesn't have to be a girl. It doesn't have to be a 3/4 view. You don't have to get that perfect eyelid painted or a lip. You know, it's just, it is what it is. And that's what I love. The freedom. Total freedom. You can create your own world. Like Bob Ross used to say. You didn't know you were so powerful, did you? No, Bob, I didn't. Love Bob Ross. I'm going to put Bob Ross on while I go to sleep tonight. Have nothing but good, positive thoughts, man. This is a cool painting. I love it. I really love this one. I'll put it in my shop. There's a link in the description, guys. If anybody ever wants a painting and hopefully you see something in your budget, you can own a Mark Brennan original. I do have smaller ones like this size that are like 75, something like this. Shipping a painting is expensive, guys. Shipping a painting is really like $40 or $50 because I have to build a crate for it and then ship it, and it's by weight. So like this, I would charge like maybe like 200, and then plus shipping like 50. So like this might be around the 250 range, but I really love this. I don't want to let this one go. I really like it. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I mean. Not that I do it to sell them, but if somebody ever wanted one, that's where I'm at with it, you know. But I want to hear why they want it. I want to hear what they like about it. I know what I like about it. I just spent a couple hours here with it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna catch up with you guys, and then we will head on to Betty Buys. somebody's up. Mark's World. Loved Bob Ross and his nature. Yeah, Bob Ross, awesome. Follow Keith Track. Bob Ross, make love to the painting. You remember that, don't you? I knew she wasn't asleep. She said she was, but she wasn't. See, she gets up to spy on me. She loves me so much. Isn't that nice? They checking on me. Oh, maybe I'm thinking too much into it. I don't know. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Wow, Michelle is here. Michelle is awesome. If you're here, Michelle, you're awesome. Did you see my painting? Michelle, I want to know what you think of it. What's Michelle saying? Hi, Mark. Glad I caught your live stream. Well, I've been on for a while, and I'm about ready to end it. But since Michelle is here, love Bob Ross. So this is the painting. You know what I don't like? I don't like this and that because you could tell. It's like a, I don't know. Should I get rid of that? I'm going to get rid of that just because it's bothering me. Just a little bit of it. See what I'm saying here? It's just too much. Like there is good and there is good, but that, no more than that. Okay, good. We're good. So this is what we got. I love it. I love the colors. Sorry, Michelle. I'll catch up with you here. Oh, man, I'm tired. It's late for me. Michelle, it's cool. Mark's World, Michelle. Love Bob Ross and his nature paintings. Thank you, Michelle. I love Bob Ross too. Mark, glad I caught your live stream. Kiara, add some ABCs and 1, 2, 3s in the background. Yeah. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Man, you're busting my chops with that Big Bird. This Big Bird is gonna cost somebody a lot of money. No, they're gonna want it. I don't know if they want it. I know I want it. I know I love it. I love what I just did. Whether you see Big Bird, that's fine. You know what? I'm glad you're seeing something. I love the feedback. I love it. Put your signature on. Seriously, Nick. Self-portrait. Great feeling. Your twin is on the wall, Mark. That's right. Turning nothing into something. Angry Elmo. Yeah, woohoo, scary one. That's it. I love the blue and the yellow. Thank you. Big Bird in distress. Everybody sees something about it, huh? Yeah, that's a better view there where the light isn't shining on it. I got a ring light there somebody gave me. One of the kiddos, I think, gave it to me. All right, guys, that's the painting for tonight. You guys witnessed it. You saw it. A lot of changes to get to what became of it. You know, that's life. Like, there's so many layers to life, and you got to scrape it away and start over like I did. I don't know. Maybe it's a metaphor for life. I don't know. But I really like that shape and those colors. Pretty cool. This is the longest live stream I've done. We talked about a lot. Guys, thanks so much. If you made it this far, thank you, Nick, Kiara, Smokey, Michelle. Nick, Michelle, everybody. Larry, Kuzo, all you guys. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. Type it in the comments in the replay. What do you like? You like the colors? You like the head shape? You like the dark background? A 24-hour stream. We need the replay to get the watch time, guys. I'm not near the watch hours to even get monetized, although I don't care about getting monetized. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I don't have half the watch hours that I need. And I don't know, and it's because live stream does not count towards watch hours. But the replay of the live stream does. We'll get there. We'll get there. Michelle, I'll have to watch it. I just tuned in. Yeah, watch it over, Michelle. You can fast forward it too, but why don't you hit play when you're going to sleep and let it play through, so I get the watch hours. No, it doesn't, Michelle. It sucks. if I'm reading Google right, I asked Google about does live stream YouTube hours count towards your watch time, and it said no, but it says the replay hours do. It's tough, man. YouTube's tough. You gotta be at it all the time. And now my voice is going because I've been talking too much. I don't talk like this, guys, in life. I'm just a quiet guy who keeps to myself, and I'm glad you guys are here with me. All you guys in the live stream and the replay. Thank you so much, Michelle, Kiara. We'll tune in maybe tomorrow night and we'll do another painting. Who knows? Have a good night, guys. I love you. Remember, the world needs you. Peace. Thank you, Kiara. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye.